Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith of the Black, the Strat Time Report, and we got earnings, and we got a doing nothing SPY. SPY just sitting there doing nothing. Look at this sideways action here. If you go to a 15, you're going to see this. Here's our opening broadening formation. We're right dead in the middle of it. So we got to get outside of this. So far, we're still doing that drive, though, on the monthly and the weekly for the outside month. Still coming up here, so not giving it up. Just a bit of a quiet day. And if you look at the sectors, you'll see like there's no real disseminating sector that's really standing out. Oftentimes when you get a flattish market, you can see the sector rotation. It's more a case-by-case basis today, and that makes things a little bit tricky. But if we go to QQQ here, and Q's, you take that out. Q's still inside day as well. We're still looking for that outside month, but you can see a little quiet in here. If you go to that 60, here you can see it's kind of stuck in here, so we'll see as we come in the afternoon. Dow Jones Diamonds, and slightly took out the lows, but they already hit magnitude by taking out last month's highs. So like I said, a lot of just kind of sitting here, but a little bit weaker over there. If we go to stock of the day, DWAC. Oh boy, oh boy. And some people get a little scared when you see stuff like this, and you'll hear me say, wait for the triangle layout. So here was a nice one, right here on the 15-minute, the slight lower low after the slight higher high. This is your broadening formation, continuation, stop them out, 2 down, 2 up, boom, off she went. That's real nice. So we'll see, not for everybody, but we'll see how that goes for the rest of the day. Earnings from Tesla's. And Tesla's got real close to get 40 cents away from taking out the all-time high, then backs off. We'll see if we can get out here on the 60. Now you got that 2 up, 2 down on the 60. So for the next hour, if you can get back up over 894.71, that would get my attention for the 2D2 back to the highs. But the market drying up here a little bit like it should. Like I said, there's no real heavy rotation going on. It's case-by-case basis. One of the ones we've been watching for a while, EXPI, and it hit magnitude today, and here's what we were looking for when this formed here, this outside week, poke down, boom, the 322 to go take that out, and if that works, that gives you the 1 bar rev strat outside month, which you got, right? So it just stalls out a little bit, and just like those other setups, similar here, the 2 up, the 2 down, stop them out, higher high, lower low, broadening formation, continuation, and boom, off she went. If we go to Netflix, and outside week, right? Now you're just going to exhaustion risk by going to the highs, but as soon as that goes green here, we're looking for an outside bar, 1 bar rev strat, just like that monthly I just showed you. And here, the good thing was here, same setup, daily, 2 up, 2 down, boom, 2 up, right there. And there, off she goes, and that gives you all that kind of power in there. We'll see if that sets up again. Been a little quick, but then if you go down to your 30, boy, this setup sure works a lot, doesn't it? The 2 up, the 2 down, boom. These two become an outside bar of that, and off she goes. Netflix, that's how you get on that. And Chicago's very own Portillo's opens for trading today, and welcome to the world, Portillo's. Inside 30 to the upside, so we'll see on the IPO over there. If we go to SQ, and SQ here having a nice little day, and you can see potentially outside month off the inside week and up back through previous range. Okay, so that's a little directional because that was a 2 up, 2 up. So you'd have to get down there and see if you can dig something up, maybe off of 15, or we'll see. Inside off the 15. And also, this was a 2 down, 2 up, boom, off she goes. If we go to NVIDIA, and NVIDIA on the 15er, what do we look for? The 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, and these become an outside bar of that outside bar. Still continuing from that 2-2 reversal last week, looking to become an outside bar here. NVIDIA still driving higher. How's that 60 looking? 60 is a little tough. You got that outside 60, but that was set up by this on the 30. The 322, and there you go. All right, because we've been watching the SMHers, and SMH just kind of stalling out here, but potentially an outside day. Remember 2-2 reversal last week, and a lot of those things we're watching to see if they follow through, like NXPI this week. And NXPI, still the 2 down, 2 up hammer reversal on the week, is kind of stalling out with a lot of things here, which would be my concern here. DWAC goes to the highs. If we go to BNTX, and BNTX is driving higher right now, had an inside 30 to start the day, directional, 2 up, inside, and off she goes, because inside day to the upside reconfirms the inside week to the upside. Full time frame continuity back to the upside, BNTX. If we go to TTWO, TTWO, inside week. So the hopes is measured move, up, sideways, boom, because you're coming back to a previous range, and you have that reversal on the month. 2 down, 2 up, coming back through all this range. So I'd keep an eye on this thing for sure. How's that 60 doing? Just a slow drive. We'll see if that sets up again for us. If we go to XLV, you can see not doing much, and you've got a little mixed bag because Johnny John took an inside day to the downside, but you had some of those others like Centene still going, like in the healthcare. Centene, remember that 2 down, 2 up month, all right? And then yesterday's inside day to the upside, and just a slow drive here, 3-2 on that 60, a little tough. We go to 30. Here now starting to come in. Here's an inside 30. Here's an inside 30 from yesterday. So, like ANTM, how's that doing today? Still inside day. How about Humana? And Humana, that's wrong. Humana still driving higher, so we've been watching that. So a little bit of that group still hanging around. If you go to Match.com, we got some newsy stuff too. Whatever's going on in here, Match.com just took off, and so we'll see if that sets up again. Just exhaustion risk by going to the recent highs. How's the 15er looking? Trying to take the inside 15 up to right now. Right now, see that? And that was a bumble too. And the bumbles stays up, so sometimes you got to be a little fast, see if you can get that outside month, because it's been stuck in here forever. Sometimes, how about a 5er? Looks like an inside 5er to me right there. That was the 15er. So the 15 did not stay inside, but I want you to see something on how you train your mind to see things that aren't being presented to you by the software. What I mean by that is, you can see these are 5-minute charts. Here's 3 of them. So if the software updated at a different time, this would be an inside 15 right here, and you can take it as soon as it took that out. If we go to ASAN, excuse me, it's a little exhaustion risk by going in the highs, but remember last week 2-1-2 reversal, and so looking to take those highs out, did it, and let's see if we can get on a 60. That would be RevStrat 60. Inside, then pokes down here above 137.41. You're right there to continue it. Momo Hammer yesterday. Inside day. If anybody got short in there thinking that thing was going to roll back down, boom, they got caught. If you go to CRNX, and CRNX right now, Momo Hammer 60 to the upside, trying to take this out. Right, anybody got short in here, going to get carried out. Now the magnitude is just to take that out, but you are a potential outside month, and you're coming back to a previous range. That's something we like. Take all these guys out in one shot. Now the question is, can you climb that mountain up there? If you go to OLPX, and OLPX, new issue, outside month, just having a nice day, and you can see this inside week to the upside. Is that what we look for? We sure do, but having a nice day here. Stalls out on the 60. See if we got any 15s in this thing. There you go. The 2 down, the inside, 2-1-2 reversal off the 15. That gets you in. If you go to FUTU, And Futu just kind of getting stuck in here. Had a real nice morning though, and once again, this is what we look for: the 2 up, the 2 down, and boom, off she goes. So we'll see if that sets up. It looks like we got an inside 60 hammer here. So for the next hour, over 72.54, where you are at, gets my attention. If we go to letter S, and letter S, just having a nice day. Was that inside day? No. This is a 2 up, 2 down by a few cents, and then boom, right in there. You take that, you got full time frame continuity to the upside. Anytime that 60 is green, that's something I'd want to know about. So, all right, on the downside, Apple just got dinged with a little news about maybe not being able to be ready for Christmas. Not the end of the world, but we're watching the newsy things and see if that goes 2 back down. Still stuck in a range on the 60, but just got tagged a little bit here. We'll see if that takes it back down off that 15 or that right there. If you go to Snap-on, 2 up, 2 down day, boom, back through previous range. It also has a 3 bar here. That's something I'd want to know about because that's a broadening formation. Took all those guys out so you can see the higher highs and then the lower lows of this. Right? The question is going to be weak enough for this. And on a 15-minute, you wait for the triangle layout, what you just got here that I'm showing you. Wait for that corrective activity. Here's the 2-1-2 15er. Comes up, stops up. Anybody short against that? Boom, 2 up, 2 down, and back down she goes. If we go to Twitter, not the end of the world, and we'll see, but you did go 2 up and 2 down off the news yesterday. So what we'd be watching here is, can it recover, go green for tomorrow, go 2, 2, 2 back up, because you're still inside weak and up, or do you fail and set up the rev strat week 1, 2, 2 for next week? So we'll see how that goes, because if you look at this, it's an outside month. That's a broadening formation. That's something you'd want to know about, right? Either you're going to get out of there or you're going to come back through. Let's go to the 60 and see if we get an inside 60 on that. If you go to IBM, IBM smoked. And here's this, and this broadening formation here, and taking it down outside month to the downside. And I was pointing this out today that if this was a 2-month chart, you're going to notice that all of this is stuck in these 2 months, right? And so that's when you get this chop and price discovery attempting to take the highs and then failing and coming back through. It's definitely something I would want to know about, because oftentimes you can triangle everybody out, but we'll see. Right now, just slowly dropping down. See, I don't think I showed you the LRCX triangle, did I? LRCX from the weekend vid. Here, how do we get out of this? Gaps down and then hits it right there and then comes back up. That gives you an outside week, which is going to be this. And as we get towards the end of the month, it's still inside month and downs, but the question is, can you rally back through this, set up the rev strat 1, 2, 2 months? So we'll see how that goes. If we go to Discover, DFS, so they got them good in here. Is that a 3 or a 2? Didn't quite take out the highs. That's a 2 up, 2 down reversal, and you can see just getting clobbered here. That was a 15er. A little tricky, but ooh, look at this. 2 down, 2 up, boom. These become an outside bar of all that, and if it works, they might keep going, and it did. And that tells you to also look at Capital One. Capital One. Uh-oh. The 3, 2, 2, and boom, down she goes to give you the outside bar. So that's fun, unless you're long. And that gave you a 3-2 continuation here on the 60. How about the 30? 30 was a 3-2, but that 15 are just gorgeous. Not totally getting pounded, but you did have crude coming in. Crude coming in just a tad. And we get slob earnings coming out tomorrow, I believe, in Halliburton. Not totally getting clobbered, but it is inside day to the downside, so that gets my attention if we can watch the OIH together with that. We also have PayPal. PayPal still puking. Remember, coming back through previous range, triangle, all these guys out there gone, and there's your outside week and taking out last month's lows, and real nice stuff there. If you go to 60, here you go, inside 60 down, boom, hello. And if we go to LPSN, live person, ooh, ow, the two up, the two down reversal on the month back through previous range to stop all these guys out, and they got clobbered. Opens on the butt high, so we'll see if that sets up again for us. So yeah, it's a bit fragmented out there right now until we get these futures to move around or a sector to really start to take over, case by case basis. All right, that's gonna do it for today. I'm Ron Smith. This is Mr. Black, the Strat Time Report.